Yeah, welcome to the solution to lower secondary checkpoint science, paper 1, October 2017, with Orisheje Matthew. This paper is expected to last for 45 minutes. Question 1. Chloroplasts are found in plant cell. I want you to identify where cell membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm, nucleus, and vacuoles are found. Cell wall is found, cell membrane is found both in plant cell and animal cell. Cell wall is only found in plant cell but not in animal cell. Cytoplasm is found in plant cell and animal cell. Nucleus, plant cell, animal cell. Vacuole found only, large vacuoles are found in plant cells but not in animal cell. Question 2. Explain why plant cells need chloroplasts. Chloroplasts absorb light energy for photosynthesis to make food. Chloroplast is needed to make glucose. Chloroplast is needed to make sugar. Chloroplast is needed to make oxygen. The word equation for photosynthesis is water plus carbon dioxide to give glucose and oxygen in the presence of chlorophyll. Question 2. Look at the diagram. It shows the material that make up different parts of a car. Which two labeled parts of the car are made from non-metal? The bumper and the rubber tire. Which property of steel is useful for making the car body? Strong. Which property of copper is useful for making electrical wire? It is ductile. It can be drawn into wire. What is an advantage of using stainless steel instead of iron? It rots slowly while iron corrodes more faster. The windows are made of glass because glass is transparent. What is meant by the word transparent? You can see through glass. Glass allows light to pass through. Yossi uses flashlight. Complete the sentence. Choose from the words given. When these three primary colors are added together, it makes white light. This light contains red light, green light, and blue light. Yellow paper reflects red light and green light. The green filter only transmits green light. So if you have the primary color, you have red, green, and blue. Question 4. The diagram shows a simple food web. It contains 3 food chains. Which organism is a producer? D. Which organism is both a primary and a secondary consumer? B. E feed on C and feed on the grasses. D. The producer. What do the arrow in a food web show? It shows the direction of the transfer of energy. Question 5. Shen investigate the reaction of acid with metal. He put hydrochloric acid into 4 test tubes. Test tube 1, test tube 2, test tube 3, test tube 4, containing hydrochloric acid. If we look at the activity series, reaction with acid, sodium, calcium, let me show the pointer color, okay, so if you look at it, sodium, calcium and magnesium react with acid strongly or violently. Aluminium, zinc and iron react less strongly to give hydrogen. Lead and copper do not react with hydrochloric acid. Silver and gold do not react. So that will help us to answer this question. So if we look at Shen has missed one of the heading in the table, number of bubbles produced. Complete the table by writing the missing heading. Then, if we count this number of bubbles, we can now know how many bubbles does zinc produce. So if you count this number of bubbles here, that will give you 14. Shen has not recorded the result for zinc. Complete it. Write down the metal in order of reactivity. Zinc, if you look at them, the one that have the highest number of bubbles, that is the most reactive, is zinc. The next is iron. The next is tin. The next is tin. Then you have copper, which is the less reactive. Okay, the bubbles are made of a gas. What is the name of the gas? Hydrogen. Shen used hydrochloric acid in this investigation. What is the name of the salt form where zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid? Zinc chloride. Angeli investigates heat transfer. She hit a metal rod. The metal rod has a tin pin attached to wax. When the end of the metal rod is hot, the wax melt and the pin fall off. What type of heat transfer is he investigating? Conduction. Angeli repeats the investigation with rod made up of different material. The pin fall after different amount of time. Why do the pin fall after different amount of time? Metal have different conductivity. Angeli draw a picture of the atom inside one of the metal rod. Describe how the heat transfer to the end of the metal rod. Use Angeli's diagram drawing to help you. The atom vibrates. Energy transferred from one atom to another. Look at the diagram of nitrogen atom. The protons are not drawn in the diagram. How many protons are in nitrogen atom? The number of protons is always equal to the number of electrons. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 protons. Which group of the periodic table does nitrogen belong to? 7. Group 5. That is a number of electrons in the atmosphere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write down the chemical symbol for nitrogen, N. Question 8. Plant absorb mineral salt from the soil. Which other substance must plant absorb from the soil? So first of all, identify these cells. We have the nerve cell, the root cell, and plant cell, and the sperm cell. What other substance must plant absorb from the soil? Water. Three identical plants A, B, C are grown in different conditions. Describe the effect of phosphate on plant growth. It affects the growth of roots. It affects the growth of fruits. Explain. You only get fruit and root growth when phosphate is present in A or B, based on the diagram given to us. Poor growth when phosphate is not present in C. The plant grown without magnesium has yellow leaf. So guess why? Magnesium must be needed to make chlorophyll, because that is what make chlorophyll make the leaves to be green, because it's responsible for the green color of the leaf. Gabriela investigates the air content of different soil. She put 10 cm cube of water into the measuring cylinder. Gabriel added 10 cm cube of water to the soil. She then recorded the total volume of soil and water in the measuring cylinder. 10 plus 10 is supposed to give us 200. 100 plus 100 will give us 200. The diagram below shows the total volume of soil A. Complete the table. 160. The water fills the air space in the soil. The more the air space, the lower the total number of volume of soil. Which soil has the most air space? Soil C. Because you have the volume, 200 minus 145 will give you 45 cm cube of airspace. Clay soil are made of closely packed particles. The airspace are very small. Which soil is clay? That is the one that have the least airspace. Soil D. From our diagram, it has what? 22 cm cube. The one that have the most airspace. Sandy soil. Clay is one type of soil. Circle one other type of soil. Pitch. Peat. Gabriela also wanted to investigate the acidity of each soil. Which scale is used to measure the acidity of the soil? pH scale. Question 10. Blessy has some cubes of material. She wants to calculate the density of one of these cubes. Blessy needs to measure two physical quantities. One of these is the mass of the cube. Describe how she find the mass of the cube. She placed one of the mass on a balance and she reads the mass. What is the other physical quantity Blessy needs to measure? Since she wants to calculate the density, the formula for density is mass per unit volume. Since she have already measured the mass, so she needs to measure the volume of the cube. How does she find this physical quantity? There are two ways she can use. One of them is the method of displacement of volume, where she submerged the cube in a known volume of water and she can now measure the volume of the cube displaced. She put a known volume of water in a measuring cylinder. She dips the cube in the measuring cylinder and measures the volume of water displaced. Question 11. Rabbits are herbivores and are adapted to survive in their environment. They live in glassy places and make nets in underground tunnels. Look at the diagram. Rabbits are able to detect the presence of predators such as foxes. Write down one way shown in the picture in which rabbits are good at detecting predators. Rabbits have large eyes. Rabbits have eyes at the sides of the head. Rabbits have large sensitive ears. Rabbits make their nests underground in underground tunnels. Suggest two reasons why. Underground tunnels help rabbits to rear young safely out of sight. It keeps young rabbits warm. Tunnels shelter rabbits from heat, wind, and rain, that is, protect them against bad weather. Question 12. Class 9 have a quiz about current and voltage. Their instructor give them 4 questions. Answer the question on the quiz. What equipment is used to measure current? Ammeter. What equipment is used to measure voltage? Voltmeter. What is the unit of current? Amperes. What is the unit of voltage? Volts. That brings us to the end of paper 1, October 2017. Paper 1 Science, October 2017. Watch out for paper 2.